Hello everyone, this is White Wolf. I'm trying to reposition the camera here so it's not falling over. So there we go. I hope everyone's doing well. And we're going to be going live here, and I wanted to talk about allowing the universe to surprise you. Having the expectation to have like a really good day and not a negative connotation with your expectations. And just allowing the divine to really surprise you, and really just setting up your day as a way of manifestation and creation, and finding that inspiration within yourself to see how you can start the day off really well, but also getting your thoughts, your emotions in sync with your vibration. When you allow yourself to do this, you allow yourself to not only change how you feel, but you're changing how your day is starting, and you're changing how you are manifesting and attracting everything to yourself, because you're allowing yourself to see that when you are allowing the universe to surprise you, then you're not looking for the things that are so far outside of yourself, but you're seeing yourself as an ongoing progression, an electromagnetic kinetic source energy, and seeing yourself as a living, breathing vortex of creation, because you're speaking it into existence. You're allowing yourself to ask the right questions, believe in what you're receiving, but also knowing that you always receive, and knowing that your intentions and your inspirations are being painted on this beautiful portrait of this deep water horizon that is allowing you to be more connected to who you are. So allowing the universe to surprise you is having a constant flow of energy. It's a constant flow of symmetry within your day, and it seems like you're just attracting that breadcrumb trail of excitement. So every time that you do this, you kind of like do this thing, and then you go and do that thing, and you spend money on this thing. Oh my God. That's so professional. So you spend money on this thing, and then you go spend money on that thing. So when you do this and you're trying to manifest and you're trying to create and you're trying to attract the life of your dreams, what you do when you have this focus of really setting that intention to allow yourself to really know that everything is being created because you're vocalizing it, because you're talking about it, because you're attracting it to yourself. And if you're speaking it into existence, then you're having that intention of it into existence, meaning that you're speaking to it. You're trying to generate smoke signals to the universe, into your guides and your higher self, to let them know like what you're expecting and what you're wanting to attract to yourself. So having every day feel as if it's a surprise, having every day feel as if it's a new day, as it's a sense of redemption, as it's a sense of releasing and letting go of what was yesterday, allowing yourself to not only heal within that moment, but what you're doing is that you're healing how you ever woke up in the beginning of the day. So setting up your day will allow you to set up surprises, to set up manifestations, to set up your intentions and your affirmations becoming a reality with your switch words. So you're allowing yourself to switch the vocabulary and the sentences and the words and even the reactions that you have during your day, so that you are the energetic connection to everything that you want to manifest and generate and create within your life. So when you do this, there's something very profound that happens within your guys' creation, because it allows you to see yourself in a much different light. It allows you to see your reality in a much different light. And then you start to see your reality as an ongoing progression, meaning it's a flow of energy, meaning it's a current of that water in that river of source. So when you're in the river, just keep flowing. You don't have to go upstream. You can go downstream. You can have a constant flow of energy and not feel like you're limited to what you want to receive, meaning that you always receive, and that every single day is an extension of what you want to receive and what you want to manifest and attract within your life. So every time that you allow yourself to set up your day as a source of allowance, as a way of creation, and a way of dictating what you want and demonstrating it, but also summoning it within your own space of energy. When you allow yourself to really summon the things that you want to create within your life, you are allowing your voice of authority and your voice of your words of wisdom that generate heart healing activations. So you become a beacon of light. So you become the light of appearance, and light creates everything inside of this universe. So if you allow yourself to be the appearance of light and you allow yourself to change the direction and the narrative and the theme and the feeling of it and the flavor of your existence. So it's just changing the flavor. It's changing the routine. It's changing how you go about life. And when you allow that flow to go, don't stop the flow. If it's in flow, it's a go, and if it's not in flow, it's a big no-no. That was one of my simple phrases that I've used for years, not only with my clients, but also with my lives that I do on this feed. So if it's in flow, it's a go. If it's not in flow, it's a big no-no. It's very simple. So when you are just feeling at your peak, at your moment of high resonance, you have the choice to continue that. And as you continue that, you'll start to see that there is a ripple effect within your reality. There's like this domino effect, and then everything starts to fall into place. And then if everything is falling into place, that means it's always falling into place, past, future, and present, that each of yourselves are experiencing it at once. So when that is happening, that means that you have the ability to keep continuously going for the things that you really want. So every time that there's flow and every time that there is excitement, and you don't have to search for the excitement, and then you continue the ongoing progression of the excitement, which overwhelms your presence with your experience. So you're overwhelming your presence with your experience. So there's this amplification of applying everything that you really want. So everything is more heightened and aware, but you still see that even though empathically that you're sensitive, that you are receptive, it doesn't mean that when you're going through your day, and just because you're aware of energies doesn't mean that you have to take them on, but you are the energy and the light that's shining at the end of the tunnel. So everywhere you go, you can literally be that beacon of light. You can be the manifestation. You are the creation that you're seeking. It's just that you are seeking the creation inside while you're changing the external appearances. So this is where transformation happens. This is where we get to a heightened state of awareness. But this also just lets us know we are in a different reality. We're in a different scope of creation. And we're in a different configuration of energy, meaning that our lives have changed, our emotions have changed. We have changed as people. And when we change, then our life starts to be greater. You start to be more fulfilled. There's more of a sense of joy and less of the dark night of the soul. I'm not saying that it doesn't stop ever, but you come to terms with it that that is not your life anymore. And then you see that that is not your life anymore. You don't want to live that way. So you find a new way to live, a new way to dream, a new way to live and laugh and love every single day, because you see that that is always the best policy. That is always the best policy because it allows you to see how to channel the divinity not only within yourself, but to maintain that power, but to demonstrate that power without having to try to do it. So power is just something that you are. So feel empowered whenever you go to do things, when you make decisions, to be bold, to be confident, to not only be graceful in that moment, but you see that you're the reason why you are attracting that thing to yourself. And if you are attracting that thing to yourself, then that thing is you. We're all living inside of our manifestations, whether we want to admit it or not. We are all living inside of our manifestations. We are all of our manifestations combined in one simultaneously, because all of our parallel realities are parallel. And there's billions and billions of parallel realities. So nothing can really change that. Nothing can really change the parallel realities that we're seeking for, that we're looking for, that we're delving deep inside of ourselves and seeing that all of them are connected. But maybe we just haven't connected with them yet. So as we're connecting to them, we're connecting to the full resonance of breaching another density of consciousness. A lot of you are coming into unity and balance. So a lot of us had a self-awareness of ourselves and a love, but we didn't have a love of ourselves and we didn't have a truth yet. Now that you've developed the truth, you have unity and you have balance. And you have a perfect balance of playing with your creation, but still doing the work that you need to do internally, but also if you're trying to be of service. So there's this healthy balance of doing the things that you need to do, but also doing the things that you want to do. Because now, when we have awakened, our wants and needs are the same thing. We all need stuff, but we all really want stuff. And why would we suppress the desire of wanting something? Why would we suppress the desire of really going after stuff that we absolutely need and seeing that they are the same thing? We have been manipulated and deceived to feel a certain way about our wants and our needs and our drives and our ambitions and our ideas. Some of you have billion-dollar ideas that maybe you've been suppressing for years. I give so many readings each week about people suppressing stuff. I was suppressing stuff in the beginning of my journey. And when we do this healing later on in the live, or if you watch this on YouTube on White Wolf the Oracle, what this healing is going to do, it's going to help you come to terms with the past. It's going to help you come to terms with yourself. And it's going to help you come to terms with the creation that you are now. And I do these channel messages every day. This is White Wolf. This was my opening for the live. I hope you guys are doing well. It's just been such a beautiful day, and just doing the things that I want to do, and also just listening to Spirit. That's another thing that is always so special about the spiritual journey. Spirit never leads you astray, and if you always listen to Spirit, it will always guide you to where you need to be. They will always take you to everything that is great, that is wondrous, that is of your imagination. They will always take you to the places that you least expect to go. So just because you have expectations of this, or trying to control that, or trying to maybe be forceful in your creation, let go of the force, but be deliberate, but not overly deliberate, but be deliberate in your delivery of creation. Because when we let go of being forceful or trying so hard or doing all these other things that create insanity within our lives, it creates insanity, and we keep doing the same thing trying to achieve something else. And that never really works. And it's not being embarrassed anymore about being your divine self. And one of my things that I was going to talk about on this live, my guides and higher self were really communicating to me, was being comfortable in your skin because it is yours. Being comfortable in your vessel because it is yours, because you are the soul encompassing the vessel. So if you are the soul encompassing the vessel, this vessel is yours and the time is now. Live in the now present moment, and it will never be a regret that you ever will have. Because living in the now moment means you're living in the beauty and the transcendence and the honor and the integrity of you becoming the divine and reflecting that within your life. When you do that, and you reflect that in your life, and you demonstrate that, and you always show up to your life as if you're meant to be there because you are, because you exist. I know that sounds really silly, but it's true. We all exist. We all want to be here. We all want passion, love, and relationships, and experiencing the earth in the most transcendent way. So why would you play it small? Why would you stop the flow of creation? Why would you restrict that in yourself? But we do it because it gives us maturation. It gives us integration within our souls, and it doesn't allow ourselves to have an ego or a filter or the human self to try to reinforce itself while you're becoming fully the higher self or embodying the energy of your guides. Some of you channel your guides a lot. So it's what you want to do with your life. At the end of the day, too, it's all up to us. We all have to come into sync with that vibration, or we're all not going to really make a big impact or do the things that we want to do. It takes all of us in this universe. Everybody is special. There are some people, and some of you, that are awakening the entire collective non-physically. And that's another thing my guides wanted me to talk about on this live, was talking about just because you're not right in front of somebody and doing this live like I'm doing, or doing the readings that I do, doesn't mean that you're not special for the goal of this planet to come into unity. It doesn't mean that you're not special. It means that you are special, but sometimes non-physically, we can be of service in a lot of different ways. A lot of us are doing soul retrievals. A lot of us are helping people break addictions. A lot of us are helping people revamp their lives and also helping them with their dreams. Our soul is working 24/7. But when we are the soul balancing the physical and the non-physical, we are allowing ourselves to see that we have a healthy balance of actually helping people, but also helping people within our spirit. And this is what happens, and this is what is really crazy, and people don't talk about this enough, is that when you allow the universe to surprise you, you become the universe, and you become your own realm, and you become your own reality. You become your own soul that wants to reflect and attract everything of its own benefit that it wants to get from this enlightened experience. And it's very powerful. It's very impactful. And it changes you in every way. It allows you to really channel your heart. It allows you to go with the heart. And sometimes it's just going with your gut as well. Because sometimes your gut allows your heart to know something. And then your gut and your heart allow you to know what's up in here and what's going on in here. So it's very important to know about the gut instincts, the heart, and the mind, because it changes every single day. But that allows us to have a twin heart. That allows us to have infinity in our lives. And then we are connected much better. We're plugged in. That light bulb goes out and that epiphany goes out, that you want to live your life to the best of your ability. Just blocking somebody with hate speech. That's always fun to do that. I love it when I actually block people from the live feed, because they don't need to be there if they're not receiving this message. But no, guys, have fun, live life, dream, know that your reality is real. Know that you are a force to be reckoned with. Know that you're an immovable force of source energy. And it's just time for you to snap your fingers and know everything you do, everything you touch, turns to gold. Know that the doors of heaven are laid at your feet, my friends, even when sometimes it doesn't feel like that. But we can all have grace in our lives, and we can all be very humble, but we also can be very grounded in our energies, in the way that we channel our energy and our divinity and our ways of living. Because sometimes being an example for somebody, and sometimes just being a good person, will go 1,000 miles. Just being yourself. Being yourself authentically. And not letting anybody tell you that you can't be yourself. That's another thing. Sometimes we have family members, sometimes we have partners that try to tell us how to be. They try to tell you how to live your life. Society will tell you how to live your life, but at the end of the day, it is your life. And you, in this moment, as you are a part of the Great Awakening, you get to live this moment as beautifully and as honestly as you can. And nobody can take that away from you. I don't care if you run in the street barefoot and shout your affirmations on the rooftop. Whatever you want to do it to the best of your ability. And whatever inspirations, I've been getting so many readings about people being inventors, about people being writers, about people doing things not just for enlightenment, but doing things that are for the planet. Everybody is needed. We need people who invent things. We need designers. There are so many people on this planet that have gifts that are not just about meditation. And some people have this understanding, even though they don't do meditation, but they know about the element of surprise. They know about manifestation. Some of them do it better. There's actors, there's sports players who do this at a great level. And some of us, we understand this because we go through many different things in dealing with the dark night of the soul, dealing with our past, dealing with the things that were traumatic, and dealing with the emotions that haven't really integrated themselves yet, right? So when we do that, then what happens is that there is still integration and maturation and healing, but it isn't like a dark night of the soul anymore. It's as if you've opened up a gate, and you walk through that gate, and you walk through that portal and that gateway, and it allows you to see that you have been delivered, meaning that your life isn't going to be the same anymore. Your life isn't going to be the same that you thought it was, and your life's not going to be the same as you were watching this live 30 minutes ago. So if you really get into the understanding that your life is not going to be the same as it once was, then that means that you're in the now present moment. And that means that you're able to manifest the future, to attract the future in yourself. It was so funny. I didn't know that I was going to go to the Mexican restaurant today. I didn't know I was going to buy my girlfriend a wreath. I didn't know that I was going to manifest this hat. But it was just kind of like I was in the flow of energy, and I was just feeling it, and I just listened to spirit, and I was guided, and I just kept doing the things that I wanted to do, and I had a great day. And I told my girlfriend, it's like when you say that, I had a great day, but instead you could say, I want more days like this. And that's what I said to her. And it was just like, and she smiled and we laughed about it, but it's true. If you look at your life like that I don't want to just have a good day on Friday and then the rest of the week is fucking hell, right? But if you could literally, in this moment, be like, I want every day to be a great day. I don't want to have just a good day. I want to have a great day. I want to have auspiciousness. I want omnipresence. I want excitement. I want drive. I want ambition and inspiration. And sometimes just saying that to the universe, they listen, and then they will do stuff when you least expect it. It happened to me very early on, even before I manifested the things that I manifested in my life. It was kind of like I was just calling to the universe. I was unhappy about life. I was laying in my roommate's bed with my bong. Some of you will laugh at that. And I was just like, I'm fucking unhappy. I want something else. And then my life started to change. I met somebody. I started exploring my gifts. I started exploring my gifts with her as my teacher, and then we became teacher to teacher, and then things just started changing. And it didn't always happen immediately, and there was a delay, and there was time that I had to heal and integrate, and I had to face myself. I had to face a lot of reflections. But once you get past that, then that's where the greatness really happens. That's when the Shekinah glory really happens, and the power that is sourcing through you happens. And then stuff really starts to surprise you. And then it starts to really move on your behalf. But sometimes it's just a little bit of dedication. It's trying things even if they don't fall through. It's always trying again and again and again, and believing even when you don't see it. We're not based on sight. We're based on the conviction in our faith. And I don't know how many times I kept trying, I kept doing it, I kept trucking. And I try to fake it until I make it. And that's what you have to do sometimes, And just because things don't fall through, or relationships fall through, or friendships and business deals and stuff like that, if any of that just falls through, that's fine. But sometimes when those things don't happen, it means they were setting you up for greater expansions within your creation. And they're just letting you know that that wasn't for you. So it's just kind of like, okay, we're going to see this. We're going to see this through. And I'm going to see it through without having to look for the excitement. And I'm not going to base it on the outcome, because I have the element of allowing the universe to surprise me. And that's how I've been living lately. And it's been really freeing. It's been very freeing on the path. And it's been very graceful to live like that, and to not live in any other way. So we're going to be doing some healing energy. I hope you guys stay tuned for the live. Also, guys, I have an $80 special for 40 minutes for psychic readings, healings, activations. And also around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be going live doing readings and healings. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to do some healing energy, and we're going to connect with our guides. And we're also just going to be doing this healing energy to heal the dark night of the soul. And I hope my phone doesn't fall over, because it's kind of windy, and when I started this live it fell over. So I hope Spirit lets me know when I'm doing this. We're going to tap into Black Panther energy, the Black Dragon from Saturn, and the Alpha Dragon to balance the masculine and the feminine energies. And we're just going to let go of unhealed trauma. And we're going to forgive it, let it go. Let go of the dark night of the soul. Let go of the hurts or the emotions or the circumstances that we attracted to ourselves in this moment, and just tap into your heart. Healing the gut, and then healing the mind, and activating the third eye. And we're going to allow ourselves to activate manifestations and synchronicities. And we're going to tap into a constant flow of energy, meaning that it's a continuous energy, it doesn't stop, and it just continuously flows, and it continuously goes in the direction that you want it to. So whenever you're out and about, just allow the universe to surprise you, and allow the universe to connect you to everything that you want to be connected with. This could be love, it could be finances, it could be situations, and going to an amusement park, whatever it is, allow yourself to attract it. But also summon it and download it and activate it within yourself. And fully connecting to the higher self. And connecting to your guides. And we're also just going to visualize ourselves really manifesting stuff. You can visualize yourself winning a lottery ticket, buying the new car, getting new relationship within your life. It could also be just getting a haircut, whatever it is in your heart's desire to manifest, and visualize that in this moment. And feel yourself doing it, and just resonate in it, and just love it. Love it as long as you can. And just feel like you've already done it, and let go of the stress of it, the trying of it, the action of it, and just be it. And we have the magenta dragon coming in very strongly, helping us tap into our 12th dimensional frequencies. And with this energetic healing, it's going to help you perceive your emotions. Know that you can pick your thoughts, knowing that you can start off on the right foot in the morning. Just know that you can start off on the right foot. You don't have to wake up angry, disgruntled, stressed out. But you can start your day off on a high note, allowing the universe to surprise you, allowing the universe to move through you, to channel through you, and to allow yourself to channel the divinity that you want out of your life. And we are going to be opening different portals and gateways to your realities, accessing the I Am Presence to help you be connected, interconnected with all of your aspects of yourself. And light codes and frequencies and downloads are coming down. Activating your psychic abilities, light codes, light language, the ability to channel if you're struggling with it. Manifesting the things you want and that you desire. And allowing yourself to live inside of your manifestations. Enochian angel codes and the Anunnaki codes coming in very strongly. I don't even understand them myself. Recalibrating all the chakras, connecting to your galactic chakras, and just know in this moment, as this healing energy is coming to a close, that you're becoming the oracle of love, light, and wisdom, which is God manifested in human form. Allow yourself to be the flower of life, the manifestation of life, and allow yourselves to really tap in to the reality that is absolute, the truth that supersedes all understanding, and you being the power that ignites the appearance of light. And so it is. So take one last deep breath. Exhale. And so it is. It's starting to rain on me a bit. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that energetic healing. Also, guys, I have a new special. For 40 minutes, it's going to be $80. So if you're coming into the live, we're doing an $80 special, 1 hour for $132 for psychic readings, and 2 hours for $232. And tonight at 10-11 p.m. Eastern, I'll be going live doing readings, healings, and activations. So I hope to see you guys there. I want to give a shout out thanking you all for being a part of this live. It's always a pleasure and an honor to serve and to show up and to give these messages. It's always an honor and a pleasure, and I always love connecting to you guys. And just know that your dreams are very possible. They're not far away from you. And just know that they're not far away. You just have to believe in your heart and your desire for it. So thank you. God bless. Namaste. And also, one last thing, they're wanting me to say this, is that if you feel like you're lost, if you feel like you've lost hope, or if you feel as if you're at the end, you might be at the end of yourself, but you are reaching the beginning of other beginnings. So it's allowing you to be absolute, it's allowing you to be non-dual, it's allowing you to really tap into your highest desire and your highest alignment. Just trust the process, trust yourselves, go with the flow, and just be authentic. So thank you guys, God bless, namaste.